Been tracking this storm that has moved all the way from northwest Kansas now into central Kansas, and it's making a dive to the east-southeast a little bit, moving about 45 miles an hour. This storm is capable of winds to 72 miles an hour. We had that report out of Hayes just earlier tonight. Russell had a 66-mile-per-hour wind gust, and it still has this what we call bow echo, so this kind of rounded edge here, and it's the tip of that edge that I'm most worried about for those higher winds. We do have this new warning that is in effect for Ellsworth, Rice, and Lincoln County. This is until 11:15, so we're going to watch these probably be extended out a lot farther ahead of the storm just because it's moving fast and the higher winds are expected with the storm. Get some bad data here on radar, but we have had these brighter colors, those bright blues and oranges. That's an indication of the strongest wind. You can see how it's right on that leading edge here on the dip in the bow. And so this is going to be moving right into Holyrood, Claflin, Bushton, Chase, Lyons, heads up. This is headed your way, as well as Geneseo. I think it's going to clip Ellsworth to the west, and then it will eventually continue to move to the east-southeast. So we're going to see how far south this thing is going to dive, because it could make its way into south central Kansas. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We also have strong thunderstorms in northwest Kansas. They're not severe, but I can't rule out a severe storm with these later on tonight. Some frequent lightning, heavy rain possible with these right now. So it's really this main thunderstorm that I am most concerned about at this time, and here's why. You can see our thunderstorm right here is moving into dew points in the mid-70s. So when we look at dew points, the humidity, we think of it as fuel for these thunderstorms. So lots of fuel. Think of this as pretty loaded for the storm to be moving into. So we're going to watch that very carefully as it makes its way into the I-135 corridor. And thanks to those higher dew points, we do have the severe thunderstorm watch still in effect until 3 a.m. If that storm moves to the southeast a little bit more, we may see our watch extended a little bit farther into south central Kansas as well. Looking at satellite and radar, our thunderstorm still hanging out on I-70, but it is trying to make its way to the south just every little bit so slightly. So we're going to watch that very carefully, as well as development of more thunderstorms later tonight. Our HRRR model trying to pop up more storms as we go toward midnight and even into 3 a.m. We see those storms continue to make their way into central Kansas. They hang out at 7 a.m. and so we're going to start the morning a little stormy. By the second half of the day tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. So here in Wichita, we are calm and quiet right now. 85 degrees, the heat index at 92, but look at that dew point. It is just oppressive with the humidity out there. Temperatures in the mid-80s in south central and southwest Kansas, where we have the thunderstorms, were quite a bit cooler. 69 in Hayes right now, 67 in Goodland, where we have thunderstorms currently. Looking at Wichita and south central Kansas tonight, we do have the chance for a few storms. Yeah, a couple severe, especially in the northern side of the area. Overnight lows in the 60s and 70s. Tomorrow highs right around 90. We've got a few storms in the morning. Sunshine for the second half of the day. We warm up into next week, 98 Tuesday, and then a cold front comes in. That brings more storm chances and highs closer to 90 for the second half next week. For north central Kansas, we see these severe storms continue tonight. Overnight lows in the mid-60s, and tomorrow plenty of sunshine, maybe a stray storm in the morning. Otherwise calm and quiet with highs in the 80s and 90s. Over the next 7 days, we continue to watch our highs warm up. 98 Tuesday, but then we cool down after that. Storms really roll in with the cold front, keeping us in the 80s for a couple days next week. For western Kansas, you can expect severe storms possible tonight still, I think, for a few more hours in northwest Kansas. Overnight lows in the 50s and 60s. Tomorrow, highs in the 80s and 90s. A little bit cooler than what we saw today in southwest Kansas. Plenty of sunshine. And over the next 7 days, we continue our warm up to near 100 Monday, Tuesday. Cold front moves in Tuesday, bringing a few storm chances here and there, so definitely want to keep that umbrella handy for northwest Kansas. We're going to be 82 tomorrow, but 94 by Tuesday, cooling down again with a cold front and more storm chances in there here and there. So always a good idea this time of year to keep your umbrella handy, just because of the season we've had this year with that what we call northwest flow.
That's right. It's been interesting for sure. And those people that are in the areas that are expecting some of those high winds, they need to have their phones, stay away from windows, those kinds of things.
Yeah, staying away from windows with high winds is definitely a good idea, just because blowing glass is not good. Also, if you have trees on your property, always a good idea to maybe hit the basement or find the center of your home just in case. Take those extra precautions.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kat. We appreciate it.